Hi, my name is Dominic Muhilo, and with me is Gianluca Arbezzano. We are here at the DevOpsCon, and Gianluca, you're a software engineer at Currency Fair, and you just had your talk on infrastructure. So for starters, perhaps you can just tell our audience how to build a monitoring system based on Influx DB.
Yeah, we know we need something new when you think about monitoring because our infrastructure is different from few years ago. We are in the cloud, we are some really dynamic behavior, server go up and down really quickly, and we need some tools that can fit well in this kind of environment. And I think that InfluxDB, Prometheus, all these new tools are really good in this kind of environment, microservices, cloud, because you need something easy to install and that can scale. With InfluxDB, you have not just a time series database, but you have a set of tools that you can use to design all the part of your analytics. Like time series is to store that data. You can use Grafana or Capacitor to create fancy dashboard. That is really important when you have a analytics system because you know to show your data in some way, in the best way that you can. You also need to collect data because with Telegraph you can install this agent in your system and collect infrastructure data and send them to InfluxDB. Like with all this piece, you are really free to create a good analytics tools.
Mm-hmm. And can you sum up the benefits of InfluxDB compared to other tools, perhaps?
Yeah, like I said, the main benefit is designed for dynamic environment. Nagios or other infrastructure tools are not really easy to install and to manage. It means that when you have servers that go up and down and you need to install that stuff more than one time, you need to have something really easy to manage. And InfluxDB, I think that it's good. Also, Prometheus is great because it's designed to do infrastructure monitoring and is in Go as well, and it's like easy to use. That's my first concern about InfluxDB and Prometheus. They are easy, and that's.
Okay, let's come to DevOps. We're at the DevOpsCon, so that was supposed to be a topic. Culture is something that is obviously important. What cultural values do you think are most important?
I think that a good value that DevOps need to have is he need to have a really great horizontal view because he need to follow different area in the company, like developer or sysadmin or project manager. He need to know how like the concept and the implementation of the application. He need to also know the infrastructure to scale everything in the best way. I think that like the horizontal view in the company it's really great because you need to follow not just the application, not just the system, but you need to know how they work together and try to make all great. And that's like the main concern from the culture point of view that DevOps need to have.
So do you think, or would you say that the cultural aspect is the key to the success of DevOps?
I think that it's important. Right now I changed my mind like maybe half a year ago, 6 months ago, because now we have a really tool chain that we can use like Terraform, Consul, or InfluxDB, Docker. Now the environment it's really powerful. Before, like maybe 2 years ago, all was not that clear. The DevOps was just a cultural movement because we was building all the tool chain that we have now. Now that we have also the tool chain, I think that is cultural because we need to have this kind of horizontal vision, but we also need to have some like technical skill because we need to know how the cloud provider works and try understand how your application can scale and try to match this stuff together and try to scale. And that's like, I think that now it's not just cultural, but it's also technical. You need to have a strong technical skills to be able to understand application and cloud provider and infrastructure. That's
Okay, one last question. What do you think are the gaps that prevent DevOps from being implemented?
Yeah. In a company, probably is like when you follow this kind of conference, you have a really strange vision because all people speak about hundreds of servers, thousands of containers, and probably like you cannot think about DevOps in your little company because no one speaks about what a DevOps can do in a little environment with that not hate traffic. But I think that like be prepared for scaling or have a good environment is great for all companies, and you just need to think about analyze your infrastructure, your companies, and try to like. I think that the main gap is you need to analyze your company and try to understand if you really need to be prepared to scale or not, and that's the big concern. Like it's not just have hundreds of servers to manage; it's more than that.
Well, thanks, Gianluca, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.